There we go. Alright, we're now I'm going to start the third segment of my belated birthday special for FrozenFan42291. And on the Xbox 360 this time around for another edition of America's favorite answering question show, Jeopardy! It won a decent amount for him on the N64 version, that being $3,800. Let's see if I can win significantly more than that on this version. This is Jeopardy!
Our contestants. Player one. Player three. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Rivet.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round.
One daily double.
Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories.
To deal with in the first round.
The Old Testament. Let's celebrate.
Let's celebrate.
Fish, bird, or mammal. This is your life, Abe Lincoln. What's the word?
What's the word?
And celebrity, AKA. Player one, you start.
I'll go. Let's celebrate for 200.
The patron saint of lovers is honored on this annual holiday. Okay, player one.
What is Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Let's celebrate for 400.
Select again. Former U.S. Senator Gaylord Nelson founded this annual observance devoted to the environment. Okay, player one.
What is Earth Day?
Correct.
Yep. Let's celebrate.
Select again.
Daily double.
Yeah. It's the Daily Double. And you have the lead. So what's your wager?
Too early, so I can only risk up to 1,000 as a result, and that's what I'm going to do.
Answer. Customs on this 121st day of the year include dancing around a pole and giving baskets to friends and family.
What is May Day?
That puts you even further ahead. Please pick again, player. Collecting money for UNICEF on this holiday was begun in 1950 by a Philadelphia Sunday school class. It's player one.
What is Halloween?
You got it. Please pick again, player one. Meaning a coming, it's the period before Christmas that begins on the Sunday nearest to November 30th.
What is Advent?
Yes, player one. Yes.
All right.
Please pick again, player one.
What's the word for 200?
On a snail, an onomatophore is a stalk with this at the end. Okay, player one.
What is antenna?
Sorry,
No, that's not right.
Any other takers? Here's the response we were looking for. An eye.
Eye, okay. Celebrity also.
You get to pick a Destiny Hope Cyrus, Billy Ray's kid and star of TV's Hannah Montana, now goes by this first name. Player one.
What is Miley?
Yep.
Somebody also known as for 400.
Player one. It's the real last name of Nicolas Cage and of his famous uncle. It's player one.
What is Coppola?
That's it.
Somebody else.
Please pick again. When she's got mail, we wonder if it's addressed to Margaret Hyra. Okay, player one.
Who's Meg Ryan?
Yeah, you're right. Player 1.
800.
Yes, sir. His real name is Reginald Dwight. Yes, Player 1.
Who is Elton John?
Right you are. We return to the movie's original Alfie. He was originally named Maurice Micklewhite. Yes, Player 2.
Who's Roger Moore?
Sorry, that's wrong.
Nope. Not
Any
Roger
other
Moore.
takers? Okay, Player 1.
Who is Michael Caine?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that's who we needed, Michael Caine.
Please pick again, Player 1.
What's the word for 400?
If you set some Chinese punk on fire, it's because Chinese punk is this, from the Latin for set on fire. Here's the correct response. Incense.
Incense, okay. What's the word for
Player
6?
1. A shako is a stiff, cylindrical one of these worn by soldiers. Here's what we wanted. A hat.
It's a hat, okay.
You again, Player 1.
Old Testament for 200.
This book says Noah's Ark was 300 cubits in length, making it about 500 feet long. Here's what we were looking for. Genesis.
Old Testament for
Player
400.
1. Jacob and this other twin son of Rebekah even struggled against each other in their mother's womb. Let's hear it, Player 1.
Who is Abel?
Nope. Anyone else? Player 2.
Esau?
Yep.
That's who we needed. It's the only one with money
Player
right
2.
now.
You start us
Old
off.
Testament for 600.
In Samuel 28, the prophet Samuel appears to King Saul and predicts his defeat by this group. Player 2.
The Israelites?
That's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Let's hear it, Player 1.
Who are the Canaanites?
No. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Let's hear it, Player 3.
Who are the Philistines?
That's correct. Player 3, make a selection, please,
Old
as we
Testament for
continue.
800.
According to the Bible, she was not only Abraham's wife, she was also his half-sister. Okay, Player 1.
Who is Sarah?
Good.
Old Testament for 1,000.
A lot of clue. Deuteronomy may mean second law, but it's this number book of the Old Testament. Okay, Player 1.
What is 5th?
That's correct. Player 1, you
$7,000.
pick again,
What's the word
please.
for 800?
It's the medium on which you're traveling if you're in a hoy. It's Player 1.
What is water?
Right you are.
Alright. What's the word for 1,000?
Please pick. If you've got quinsy, also known as tonsillitis, you've got swelling in this part of your body. Okay, Player 1.
What is the throat?
Yep. Player 1, you pick
Fish,
again,
bird, or
please.
mammal for 200.
The skate. Yes, Player 3.
What is fish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as we... The tarsier. Yes, Player 3.
What is fish?
Sorry, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
Anyone else? Player 2.
There's mammal.
You are correct.
That's right.
All right, let's get back into this.
Fish
Player
burner
2
for
has
600.
control. The honey creeper. Let's hear it, Player 2.
There's fish.
Ooh, sorry.
That's wrong.
That's incorrect. Anyone else? Here's what we were looking for. A
And
bird.
a honey creeper is a bird. Bird.
Select again.
Fish burner mammal for 800.
The bongo. Yes, Player 2.
Mammal.
Yep.
Yes.
You again, Player 2.
Fish burner mammal for
The
1,000.
cichlid. Okay, Player 2.
Fish.
Right. Good.
Yep.
Back on the plus
Right
sign.
out of the hole. One
Player
category
2,
left.
back to you. In 1870, Congress granted her an annual pension of $3,000. Call her Sugar Mama or simply your wife. Here's... The correct response is Mary Lincoln.
Mary Lincoln.
You get to pick again, Player 2. You said of this general, I can't spare this man, he fights. He sure seems to be enjoying the green room. It's... Let's hear it, Player 2.
Who's Phil Sheridan? That's wrong.
Anyone else? We're talking about Ulysses Grant.
Ulysses S. Grant was who we needed.
Player 2. Pick again.
600.
In 1860, he got 12 electoral votes, but you got the job. Feel free to debate. It's Player 2.
Stephen Douglas.
Good for you.
Right.
Please pick again. Player 2. You said if this general is not using the army, I should like to borrow it for a while. Say hello to... Here's what we were looking for. George McClellan.
George McClellan was who we needed.
Here's the
All right, now let's
$1,000
send the
clue.
last
for
clue for this round.
you. Secretary of War for Franklin Pierce. Some called him Mr. President, though certainly not you. Say hello to... Let's hear it, Player 2.
Jefferson Davis.
Yep.
That is right. That takes you to 1,600.
Player.
And that takes us to a commercial break. Double Jeopardy when we come back.